What's happening, family? This is Gen X Cowboy coming to you from Family First. I want to go a little deeper into the coaching for them Dallas Cowboys. In particular, Brian Shottenheimer, Matt Eberflus. Now, a lot of folks didn't take kindly to my last video when I said Shottenheimer need to go with Flus. I want to give you guys some context, and I want to be abundantly clear on my stance. I got some stuff to back up what I got to say. I come with receipts. Let's get to it. Now, I want to say this off the start. If you ain't gonna watch the video, why would you come in the comments and make any kind of statement and you don't understand where I'm coming from? Because if you're so blinded by Schottenheimer's performance this year, if Eberflus got you so distracted that you don't even look at the head coach and see some of the things that he's done that attributed to this 6-7-1 team, I can't help you. But I'm going to get into it. Now, we're going to start with this. What exactly is the job of a head coach? I want y'all to tell me that. Because in my opinion, I thought the head coach is over the entire football team. Right? He's not just the offensive coordinator, right? He's over the team. That's defense, that's special teams, and that's offense. He manages all of that, right? Now, I get I'm not caping for Eberflus. Please don't get it twisted. Matter of fact, the reason I'm giving Schottenheimer this work is because he was caping for Eberflus. Let me make sure I got it right. So this is not what this is. Eberflus needs to go. That's low-hanging fruit, in my opinion. We all know that. That's obvious. My son can tell you that. He don't even watch football like that. He'll tell you Eberflus need to go. That's low-hanging fruit. Let's look at the other parts of this puzzle that we're not really focusing on, right? And to mind you, I wasn't coming for this cat until he was coming in these press conferences and he was defending this crap with this defense. And a lot of you say, well, what he was supposed to say, OG? He's not supposed to say that. I ain't looking for him to throw Eberflus under the bus and run over him. But you're not going to sit here and tell me what I'm looking at is not what I'm seeing. The stats, yeah, the stats. This is what he said. The stats are the stats. But that's not the whole story. So what is the whole story? You made me pull the rug up and get deeper. So let's go deeper. Now, the head coach is over the entire team. Mind you, that's offense and special teams. Let's look at special teams. Now, this year, the Dallas Cowboys special teams have shown a notable decline in 2025, right? In particular, kickoff and punt coverage, leading to poor field position for the defense, contrasting sharply to 2024. Aubrey and Anger are Pro Bowl kickers. This is despite them. We're talking about Turpin, what they run against us. But let's go a little deeper. This is some of the aspects of why of the decline. Poor field position. Devontae Turpin was averaging 33.5 yards a game in 2024. He regressed to 25.8. This is incredible as far as the decline that we've done. Now, before you say, well, it's a special team coach, OG, Sawstrom, I want to ask a question. Who hired Sawstrom? Eberflus or Jerry? Because I see that seems to be the theme of why the season is so bad. Eberflus and Jerry Jones. They're the ones, they're the culprits. But the guy who hired Sawstrom, may I say, is Brian Shottenheimer. He picked that coach. So if he's bad, he picked him. So the special teams is bad. So we're going to give that to Brian Schottenheimer. Now, we want to get a whole defense to Eberflus. That's fine. He deserves it. I want Eberflus out of here just as bad as everybody else. I get it. But again, Schottenheimer is over the entire team. Eberflus is not my head coach. My team is 6-7-1 with 4 games left, and we out the damn playoffs. Now, let's talk about the argument for Schottenheimer being a great head coach. Some people say A-, B+. Let's talk about why he has those types of grades. It's because of the offense, right? Dak Prescott throwing for over 3,600 yards, over 26 touchdowns, I think. I don't know exact numbers, but he's had an MVP season. Offense is humming, the running game is moving. We've had a great offensive side of the ball. And that is the argument why Brian Schottenheimer should and is a great head coach. Guys, that doesn't make him a great head coach. That makes him a great offensive coordinator. Just don't get that twisted, man. Please understand that. You know who also had a great offensive scheme with Dak? Mike McCarthy. As a matter of fact, he went 12-5, 3 years in a row. Dak Prescott was running for MVP. But y'all ran Mike McCarthy ass out of here. He had to go. And as well as he should, because what of that Green Bay debacle. But we didn't defend Mike McCarthy, but we're going to defend a 6-7-1 head coach because the defense so bad, right? All right, let's go back. You know who else he was thriving in? What offensive scheme? Kellen Moore. With Kellen Moore, we were number 1 in the league, I think 3 seasons in a row. At least 2 seasons, I know. We were number 1 in the league with Dak Prescott. Fantastic offensive numbers. What'd y'all do? Y'all ran his ass out of Dallas. Kellen Moore went and won a championship with our arch rival, the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a head coach in New Orleans. And this is not me caping for Kellen Moore. Gonna get it twisted. I get why everybody wanted him out of here because of the run game. They said he didn't run the ball enough, right? He just threw the ball all over the field. That's why the offensive numbers were so high. But yet, a coach, rookie head coach, we would cape for him. We would give him A-, B+ grades when other coaches has done the same thing with Dak Prescott. Had great offensive years. So let's put that in your back pocket. I ain't finished. Let's talk about the undisciplined football that we played this year. At one point, the Cowboys led the leagues in penalties. Now we're 3rd in the league with 4 games left to go. We got 103, was it 103 or 108? 108 penalties on the year. That's 3rd in the league. That's on Jerry? Oh, that's Matt Eberflus. That's who that is. That's not on our head coach, right? We're gonna give him a pass on that too, right? Come on, family. Talk to me now. What about the undisciplined football we've been playing in first halves all season? And then in the second half, we would play hero ball and get back in the game and win some of those games. But the first half, we wasn't ready to play. Do you realize the last game is the first game that we've scored on the opening drive? The first game. We ain't got but 4 games left to go, family. This is the first game we scored on the opening drive. And we had to do a fake field goal to do that. But he's a fantastic coach, right? He gonna get this work. See, I wasn't on his radar. He wasn't on my radar. But he gonna get this work today. Because you around here caping for, this is all on you. You did this, Shottenheimer. You around here caping for Eberflus. You made me look under the rug. And I'm just bringing it to everybody's attention. Stop it with this great head coach stuff. He's been an average head coach at best. I would give him a C-, because he's made some boneheaded plays too. Let's talk about some of the boneheaded calls. Putting CD in the backfield. And I know you guys are going to say, well, he's done that before. CD was in the backfield before. Not when Javonte Williams was averaging 6.1 yards a carry. Who do that? If you're running back eating, why would you get cute and put CD back there and we lose him for 4 games? Then you put Turpin back there again. Why? When your running back is eating, what's all with this cute stuff? See, that's what I'm talking about, family. You guys got to understand where I'm coming from now. See, sometimes you got to shine a light on some things just to give y'all a different perspective. I ain't saying he's a horrible head coach, but he made some stupid ass calls. Not throwing the red flag when we tipped the punt. We all saw it. They threw a flag on us for roughing the kicker or doing something. And we could have needed that. We could have used that. It's just several things that he has done, in my opinion. It started in preseason to me, to be honest with you. When we became the first team in the history of football to have our first round pick, set him out the first preseason game. That raised my antennas. What kind of soft shit is that? The guy who we drafted because we want to be more physical, you take him out the first preseason game of his life? You don't even play him? Tell me why. Tell me why you don't play the guy who you say is the physical guy who we need to change our offense, and you set him out. He played the second preseason game. I just want to know why he didn't play the first. You set out a few players, Dak and CD. I get that. They still had great years. But I thought it wasn't a smart thing to do. But Shottenheimer has made a lot of boneheaded calls this year. And I just don't think he should get away with it. I think we're focused on Eberflus as well as we should. And I was okay with him staying for another year, Shottenheimer. But if you're going to continue to throw in our face press conference after press conference how good Eberflus is, how confident you feel as a coach with this dude, I can't take it no more. I don't like being lied to, family. You ain't gonna tell me one thing and going somewhere else and tell somebody else something else. That ain't gonna happen. Now, because again, I ain't asking you to throw him under the bus. But goddamn, don't sit here and lie to me too. Acknowledge that this defense is horrible. give a damn if you the head coach or not. Parcells would have did it. He'd have tell you, man, our defense is trash. And I know everybody ain't Bill Parcells. I get it. I understand that. But let me change up something real quick. Jerry Jones, you're going to get this work. Because, see, it ultimately leads back to him. See, we keep shopping at the bottom shelf. He don't go get the top shelf. He shops at the bottom. He shops at Dollar Tree for head coaches. He don't go to these premium stores. He don't go get the Mike Vrabels, the Ben Johnsons. No, he gets the Dave Campos, the Jason Garretts, the Brian Schottenheimers. He gets the Boom Farm, the Mad Dog 2020. He don't go for the top shelf, the Remy, the Grand Marnier. He don't go for that. He wants to save money. And we've been paying for it for 30 years. You're going to get this work, Jerry Jones, because you deserve it. You get what you paid for, man. You want to be friends. That's the only way you're going to be a coach with the Cowboys. You got to be in some capacity. You either had to coach here before, or you know somebody who coached you before and y'all friends, and he's comfortable with hiring those kind of people. He don't want to go outside the box and go get somebody up and coming. Brian Flores, I wanted him as our head coach last year. I wanted Brian Flores as our head coach because I think he's a great football mind. But we ain't gonna even get into if Jerry hiring a black man as an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. But I know he wasn't gonna do that, but I wanted him still, at least as a defensive coordinator. I wanted Ben Johnson. I wanted to look at Mike Vrabel. We ain't even bring him in, family. We ain't even bring him in. And see, that's my issue. See, as much as I want to be mad with Shottenheimer and Eberflus, ultimately it falls under Jerry Jones. I'm just tired of talking about Jerry because to me, again, that's low-hanging fruit. Just like Eberflus. We all know Eberflus is horrible. We all know he needs to go. We all know Jerry is a terrible GM. We all know he maneuvers and plays with our team when he should get his nose out of it. We know he don't have the time, the effort to make this team better. He could hire somebody. You want to do the all in the gas? Do the all in the gas and get a team over to Will McClay. He won't do it because he wants credit. He's going to die by trying to get credit. And I want Jerry to live as long as he possibly can. But he's willing to die because he wants to prove to us that he's a great GM. And we're just going down with the ship because he's hiring coaches out the bargain bin instead of getting them off the top rack.